Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. 34 countries, including Nepal, condemn Israel's attack on UN's peacekeeping mission. UN says its peacekeepers in southern Lebanon will stay in their positions. Government dilly-dallies in bringing vaccine against dengue. Experts call to procure vaccines approved by the World Health Organization. Loans for import and shares go up, with banks releasing over 73 billion rupees in just 2 months. Remittance boosts foreign currency reserves to 2,100 billion. And preparations for SAF Women's Championship complete. All participating teams except Bhutan arrive Kathmandu. Nepal to play its first match against Bhutan on Friday. 34 countries, including Nepal, have condemned Israel's attack on UNIFIL peacekeepers. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs shared the joint statement by 34 nations on social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, today. The ministry also urged all concerned to ensure the safety of those in the mission. The Israeli army have been alleged of forcefully entering into the base of peace mission in southern Lebanon on Sunday. 6 UNIFIL peacekeepers were injured when the Israeli army attacked in places it called Hezbollah targets. Nepali soldiers among those in the UNIFIL mission are in Lebanon. The joint statement has also called on the conflicting sides to abide by international laws amid war and maintain peace. The 34 countries that issued the joint statement include Austria, Bangladesh, Brazil, China, France, Italy, Korea, Malaysia, Netherlands, Qatar, Spain and UK, among others. The United Nations has said its peacekeepers in southern Lebanon will stay in their positions despite repeated demands by Israel that they should move out of the way of its forces in there. The head of UN peacekeeping operations, Jean-Pierre Lacroix, told journalists in New York that the decision to keep the UNIFIL force in place had the full backing of both the UN Security Council and the member states contributing troops to the force. UN's head of peacekeeping said it was essential that the blue helmets stay in place to carry out the mandate they were given by the UN Security Council and to assist the civilian population. Israel argues that the UN has failed to stop Hezbollah from building tunnels and positioning weapons like rockets and missiles near the border in violation of the agreement which ended the last war, in fact, in there 18 years ago. The UN has said its mission is to support the parties to the conflict, not to enforce the agreement. It has accused Israel of deliberately targeting its bases, with 5 peacekeepers injured in the past week. Meanwhile, speaking with Kantipur television, this is what Second Secretary at Nepal's embassy in Egypt and a former Nepali ambassador had to say about the ongoing situation.
शान्ति सैनिकको सुरक्षाको जिम्मेवारी द्वन्द्वरत पक्ष सबैको हो। अब संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघको सुरक्षा परिषदले निर्णय गर्ने अनुसार शान्ति स्थापना कार्यमा खटिएका हुन्। अब शान्ति सैनिकको सुरक्षा प्रत्याभूत गर्ने सम्बन्धमा संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ तथा सम्बद्ध मुलुकहरूसँग नेपाल सरकार निरन्तर संवाद र सम्पर्कमा रहेको छ।
त्यो शान्ति सेनालाई चलाएर चाहिँ हुँदैन राम्रो काम। त्यसमा चाहिँ संसारको चाहिँ ओपिनियनले बिग्रिन्छ। एउटा चाहिँ इजरायलमा शान्ति होस्, इजरायलप्रति जुन चाहिँ एउटा राम्रो धारणा राख्ने देशले पनि नराम्रो धारणा बनाउला, त्यो यो राम्रो कुरा होइन। कमसेकम शान्ति सेनामा र सिभिलियन इनोसेन्ट मान्छेहरू नम्बर होस्। 2 देशको यदि लडाइँ हो भने त्यो देशमा सीमित होस् र त्यसमा पनि एउटा नेगोसिएसन गरेर शान्तिपूर्वक तरिकाले एउटा बाटो निकालेको राम्रो।
8 people have died since January in the country because of dengue and more than 17,000 have tested positive. However, the government has yet to procure vaccines. Considering deaths every year because of the mosquito-borne disease, experts have opined it is high time that the government shift its focus on vaccines while continuing the campaign to search and destroy mosquito larvae. In the year 2022, 54,774 had tested positive for dengue. A year later, the number of infections was 52,790. In the 2 years, the number of deaths due to dengue was 108.
व्यक्तिगत आहार विहारलाई ख्याल गरेर लामखुट्टेको टोकाइबाट जोगिने कोसिस गर्नु पर्यो। र यदि कसैलाई यदि डेङ्गीको लक्षण देखियो भने तुरुन्त नजिकको स्वास्थ्य संस्थामा गएर अथवा नजिकको स्वास्थ्य कर्मीसँग सल्लाह गरेर उपचार गर्यो भने डेङ्गीबाट जुन ढिला उपचार हुँदाखेरि हुने खराब नतिजाहरू त्यसबाट चाहिँ हामी जोगिन सक्छौँ। र त्यसपछिको कुरा भनेको अवश्य पनि जुन भ्याक्सिनको डेभलपमेन्टको कुराहरू भइरहेछ त्यो निकट भविष्यमा त्यस्तो भ्याक्सिनहरू आयो र हामीले भ्याक्सिन लगाउन पायौँ भने हामी यसबाट जोगिन सक्छौँ।
There are 2 vaccines against dengue acknowledged by the World Health Organization, namely Dengvaxia and Qdenga TAC-003. Experts say Qdenga, developed by Takeda of Japan, can be administered on anyone, while the American-made Dengvaxia can be administered on those with the infection.
सामान्यतया WHO रिकमेन्डेसन चाहिँ 6 देखि 16 वर्ष हो, तर हजुरको चाहिँ हाई रिस्क एरिया छ र विभिन्न समस्याहरूले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ सिभियर डेङ्गी अथवा खतरनाक डेङ्गी हुने अवस्था छ भने त्यो केसमा चाहिँ हामीले 60 वर्षसम्म पनि लगाउन सकिन्छ। र स्पेशली अब प्रेग्नेन्ट अथवा गर्भवती महिलाहरूलाई अथवा क्यान्सर अथवा HIV भएकोलाई चाहिँ यो भ्याक्सिन दिइँदैन, किनभने यसमा चाहिँ लाइभ एटेन्युएटेड भाइरस भ्याक्सिन हो र त्यो बाहेक चाहिँ सामान्यतया अरू सबैलाई चाहिँ भ्याक्सिन लगाउन मिल्छ। र नेपालले पनि WHO को मापदण्ड अनुसार हाई रिस्कमा पर्ने भएको कारणले नेपालले पनि यो भ्याक्सिनलाई चाहिँ ल्याउन आयात गर्न र लगाउन चाहिँ अनुमति दिनुपर्छ र सरकारले पनि पहल गर्नुपर्छ।
Meanwhile, the government has yet to begin process of vaccine procurement.
हामी कहाँ पनि विगत 2 वर्षमा डेङ्गुको खोप ल्याउने कि भनेर पनि हामीले चाहिँ छलफल गर्यौं। त्यो डेङ्गुको खोप पनि भन्नाले इन्फ्लुएन्जाको जस्तै खोप प्रत्येक 6 महिनामा लगाउनु पर्ने भएपछि त्यो त देशले थाम्न सक्दैन। त्यत्रो बजेट त देशसँग पनि छैन, किनभने विगत केही वर्षदेखि त हामी कहाँ चाहिँ आर्थिक मन्दी पनि भइरहेको छ, स्वास्थ्यलाई पाउने बजेटमा पनि कमी कमजोरी भइरहेको छ भनेपछि खोप त हाम्रो लागि चाहिँ विकल्प रहेन।
And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, today we've asked in several provinces how have they been protecting themselves from dengue infection. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
फुल बाउला भएको कपडा लगाउने र लामखुट्टेबाट बस्ने, लामखुट्टेलाई टोक्न नदिने नै त्यो उपाय अवलम्बन गरेको छु।
नगरपालिकाले जहाँ सुविधा छैन झुलहरू किन्न सक्नु न अशक्त असहायहरूलाई पनि अलि झुलको सुविधाहरू पनि व्यवस्था गरिदिनु पर्यो।
डेङ्गुबाट बच्नको लागि चाहिँ हामीले हाम्रो घर वरिपरि झार जङ्गलहरू सफा गरेर राखेका छौँ। घरको वरिपरि खाल्डा खुल्डी छ भने हामीले सबै पुर्याएर राखेका छौँ।
बालबच्चाहरू पनि मच्छर कता हुन्छ भने उनीहरूलाई ख्याल हुँदैन, त्यसैले पुरा बाउला लुगाहरू लगाइदिने अनि उनलाई झुलहरू टाँगेर मात्रै सुताउने, आफू पनि झुल टाँगेरै सुत्ने।
जानेर चाहिँ पानी जम्ने ठाउँहरू हुन्छ त्यो ठाउँलाई चाहिँ पुर्ने, त्यसलाई विस्थापन गर्ने।
जाडो होस् या गर्मी होस् है, झुल चाहिँ हामीले एकदम अनिवार्य टाँगेर सुत्नुपर्ने हुन्छ।
हस्पिटल गएर हेर्नुपर्छ, हस्पिटल बिना त गुन्जाइसै छैन।
साँझ पख निस्किँदा फुल बाउला भएको सर्ट लाउने गरेको छ अनि झुलमा सुत्ने।
घर वरिपरि पानी जम्न दिनु भएन,
झुल हालेर सुत्ने, त्यसपछि तपाईको साँझ र बिहान पख मच्छरले टोक्ने ठाउँमा नजाने।
Moving on, loans for imports have gone up by 17% and margin lending by 10.7% according to Nepal Rashtra Bank. Last year in August, loans had increased by 33,600 million rupees. This year, it went up by 76,390 million rupees, which is 1.40% higher than last year. Deposits have also gone up by 35,030 million between mid-August to mid-September. Last year, deposits had gone down by 7,560 million rupees during the same period. Based on the central bank's report, interest rate on loan this year has gone down by 2.71% compared to last year. The average interest rates of commercial banks last year was 12.34%. This year, it came down to 9.52%. Likewise, between mid-August to mid-September, government has a savings of 269.53 billion rupees. Remittance has gone up by 15.2% to reach 263.14 billion rupees. As a result, the foreign currency reserve has reached 2,152.53 billion rupees. Meanwhile, 28,160 million rupees has exited the country through students pursuing education abroad until mid-September. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we asked you what should be done to encourage travelers to use the Gautam Buddha International Airport. 62% voted for option A, ensure flights, 17% for B, give discounts on fare, and 21% for C, provide facilities to airlines. Here's today's question. What should be done to ensure properties of Pashupatinath temple is protected? Your options are A, integrated data collection, B, trust should be active, and C, action against encroachers. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us.
Sports news.
The All Nepal Football Association (ENFA) has said all preparations are complete for the SAF Women's Championship, slated to begin from Thursday. ENFA Assistant General Secretary Arunman Joshi, spokesperson Suresh Shah and Tournament Director Sanjeev Mishra informed through a press conference of the preparations. ENFA has also determined the ticket prices for the tournament. The general ticket for group stage matches will cost 300 and VIP tickets 500 rupees, which will go up to 500 rupees and 1000 in the knockout round. The association has given the ticket rights to Mount Everest Sports and Events Private Limited for 8 million rupees. This is the third time for Nepal organizing SAF event. Back in 2019, Nepal had lost the final to India in Biratnagar. In the previous edition, held in Dasrat Stadium, Nepal had lost to Bangladesh in the final. The tournament will be broadcast live on Kantipur HD and digital platforms of Kantipur television. Nepal will play its first match on Friday against Bhutan. The match will miss star forward Sabitra Bhandari as she is playing in French top league. She is said to be available for Nepal's second match. Earlier in the day, the Sri Lankan team arrived in Kathmandu to participate in the SAF Women's Championship. They were welcomed at the airport by All Nepal Football Association spokesperson Suresh Shah and other officials. The tournament will start from this Thursday. Sri Lanka and Nepal are in Group B with Maldives and Bhutan. Sri Lanka will play their first match against Maldives on Friday. In the last match of the group, Sri Lanka will compete against Nepal on 24th of October. The 23-member Sri Lankan team under the captaincy of Tusani Madhursika is aiming to win the SAF title for the first time. The Indian team has also arrived Kathmandu earlier in the afternoon. Bangladesh team arrived in the morning. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.